It's an afternoon probably best suited for skating in Central Park, but we're across the river, and we are in for a cold one at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the New York Jets.
Chad Ryland to kick off.
The kicker, Chad Ryland, has this one teed up. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. They go play action now. Jackson. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
A nice job here getting the tight end involved. He's going to line up on the inside, and then off of play action, he's going to test the secondary by running a corner route. His outside receiver takes all the attention deep, and then he'll just find the open space, and he pulls the ball in.
He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. It's another first down on a big gainer there, 33 yards.
At the 11-yard line.
On the ground, it's the rookie from Alabama. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. His 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
Rashid Shaheed on the return. The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Now Hall to start the drive. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the Jets winning on the road, so they're looking to finish off the sweep here now at MetLife Stadium.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
2nd and 5. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9
The Jets
yards.
at 5-8, 3 games under 500. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Get it. 60 Eagles. 60.
Looking to throw. Complete. Smith has it. So the completion good for 7 there. And now it's 3rd and 4. So their defense gave up the opening drive touchdown, and now, Charles, they're going to look to work this ball down the field and get the equalizer.
Yeah, there's got to be a little bit of balance in how you're thinking and how you're approaching this game, because the way things go in the NFL today, that opening touchdown often changes your strategy. You feel like you have to match everything right here, right now. But I like the way they're being methodical on offense here on their first drive, hoping to get the equalizer, but not forcing anything.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. But, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And the Jets D, they call on a couple extra defensive backs on 3rd. Jackson going to keep it. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. This is something that we've seen from Lamar Jackson since back in his Louisville days. He can be so dangerous with the RPO.
Yeah, and whoever designed the RPOs, it's almost like they had a guy like Lamar Jackson in mind because of his ability to do everything. He can tuck it and throw it. He can tuck it and run it. He can hand it off inside when he gets to the line. Is most teams want him to hand it off because when he takes off and goes, he can break down a defense.
When you talk about this Jets defense,
it's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass, dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, and he's going to have it by plenty, able to get 8 yards there. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They go play action with Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Jermaine Johnson
able to record his 5th sack of the season. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming.
Change it. You. Shut up!
And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
Trying to build on that opening drive touchdown, but the drive stalls out. And then you get the missed field goal here, so they wind up with nothing to show from drive number 2.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Hall again on 2nd down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Third and 12.
Ready? Cougar 19.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Returning here is Wright.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards.
And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and 10.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
52 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Okay, didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Quick strike out wide by Jackson.
Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
With wide receiver screens, the timing has to be good, and it was on this play. How about the blocking he received right after the catch?
Yeah, that was great. That opened the hole for that big gain. Play action. It's Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
Jermaine Johnson.
That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Second and goal from the 6 this time. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Dolphins have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Come on.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
5 yards on the play. That's good for the Jets. 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Down the left sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list.
And the Jets are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
14. Jets 7.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away.
Oh, good move.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots because this group on offense.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Rattler, 18, ready.
2nd and 13. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Cowboy 80. Go Chap. Go Chap.
They'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
Ball on a give up the middle.
And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40.
64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Now, that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes, so when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there. I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
He's got Smith here. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down.
Second and 7 at the Dolphins' 30-yard line.
They'll drop the throw.
Throwing quickly to Wilson.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Back to the ground with Hall.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall
as the first half is winding down.
And the Jets are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Jackson will leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
24 yards a gain there. Another first down as well.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout, and they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. And his kick is indeed good. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go along and hope someone would come free.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Hall. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Hall again. And this time he'll lose yardage as the defense not giving him any room to operate.
They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
And this is going to be caught by Smith for a Jet touchdown. Arian Smith with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Jets are back within a score. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21.
21. Chad Ryland to kick off.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now a handoff looking right. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Now it's Jackson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Paulson Adebo.
And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Get it. Let's go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. It's caught. Smith. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Arian Tyron Smith with now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Jets have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Dolphins 24.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Austin on the return. The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
76 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Jackson from the shotgun. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 7 at the 36-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun.
Oh, nice move. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great effort there with his third touchdown and 18th on the year.
And the Dolphins have answered back with a third quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead.
Jets 28.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Brings up second and
Operating from the 27 now. Here's second and 3.
Cowboy 80.
They'll give to Hall. And he stopped immediately there. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a third down and 2.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Fighting his way through contact. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run.
And the Dolphins will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Cougar 19 tight, 19 tight.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Here's the Jets punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now it's Wright. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Second and 1 at the Jets' 41-yard line.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
And this is exactly what you're looking to do offensively. If you can start stringing some runs together like this, you'll keep churning out 1st downs, and that's going to put you in a great position to carry this one home.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Sit on!
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Motion man is Schwartz.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Gets by him at the 25. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Fourth down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
So the drive will continue. After the conversion on fourth, they'll work from the 20 on first down.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey.
And the Dolphins are going to have a first and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front. And it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get it behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Dolphins are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready, set.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Let go.
Back to throw now on first down.
They'll set up the screen for Hall. Finding room at midfield.
And he'll be taken down at the 26.
Another big play here as they strike for 31.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral.
And he is going to be taken down. They got it. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They're going to look to throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game is going, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point in the game.